Hello, natural beauties. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nat, and I am gonna rant and do some makeup. If you love makeup and you're curious why you have been hearing Tom Brady's name being talked about so much, stay tuned. So I have some Project Pan items and some monthly makeup bag products that I haven't used yet, and I thought that I would get on here and just kind of talk about what I think is going on with my boy Tom Brady. Because stuff is going on, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't have any primer on because we're just playing in makeup, so I don't need a primer. I hate to waste it. We are going to go ahead and get started with one of my monthly makeup bag products. And we're going to go into this pink right here. And so if you have not heard, Tom Brady has been traded. He left the Patriots, and that is a huge deal. He has been with the organization for 20 years, y'all. I mean, like legit 20 years. He has been playing, and they have won so many championships together. And something important that I think you should know is in New England, he had his hand in everything as far as like the offensive line, which are the really, really big dudes that protect and guard the quarterback. You know, he grabs the ball from a guy in front of him, and there's like a line of people, a line of guys that protect him from the other team. So he had a big hand in choosing those people because, you know, they are going to protect him, and because, you know, he's Tom Brady, so a lot of people are going to give him some say, you know, they're going to give him some input. Well, he's leaving New England, y'all. I cannot imagine how devastated the fans are. And, you know, people were thinking, well, is he going to leave? Is he not going to leave? I didn't think he was going to leave. So when I heard that he kind of confirmed that he wasn't gonna be in New England, I was pretty shocked. And now here's the thing. I'm sorry, I kind of have some allergy stuff going on. But so back to Tom Brady. The thing with this is that he said goodbye to New England, but he didn't mention where he's going. So it's like, come on, dude. We know you're not going to be in New England, and you didn't say that you are retiring. So that means you're going somewhere. This is a Project Pan item for me. And he didn't tell us where he was going. But I get alerts on some of my favorite players, and I appreciate Tom Brady, y'all. He is amazing at what he does. Such a smart quarterback, really. He can read a defense and switch a play, call an audible. They can have well, I'm not going to get into that. Anyways, he is so incredibly smart, y'all. And so I really admire him. But for me, he is not the greatest quarterback of all time. I think that Peyton Manning is the greatest quarterback of all time. And I do have Tom Brady as my number two. But if Tom goes to some new team and takes them to a championship, I will have to admit that would make him number one for me of all time over Peyton Manning, because that means that he really officially is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Plus he's what, 42, 41, 43, something like that. So for him to be able to go to a team where he didn't like hand pick all the offensive linemen, I think for him to have success, that would really say something about him as a quarterback and where he ranks. Now, let me make sure my eyes are. I've noticed in some of my videos, I am not really looking at myself in the mirror because my eyes are coming out asymmetrical. And I'm like, oh, I need to do better than that. And I also need to continue to say, I am not a makeup artist. So anyways, back to Tom Brady. So What I think, like I was saying, because I do get notifications like on him as far as like Google and stuff like that. That's how I knew that he got traded so quickly. Um, he recently bought a house in LA, and the Chargers have been struggling for so long. They did have their quarterback. What was that? Philip Rivers. I don't even know if he's their quarterback anymore. I don't think so. But so I think that would be so smart for that organization. Plus, I heard that Tom Brady, when he was young, his dream team was the 49ers. So he may not be playing for the 49ers, but he would still be in California, and he recently bought a house there. So, that's definitely somewhere he could end up. But it's like, dude, just tell us. Like, we already know that you're not going to be with New England. That was the big reveal. But personally, you know where I think Tom Brady needs to go? I think Tom Brady needs to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's where Tom Brady needs to go. But I'm just curious to see what happens wherever he goes. Because Bill Belichick, which is his coach now, this is in a project pan. So we're going to use that wherever, same brush too. Bill Belichick is just, man, when it comes to coaching, he is a beast. I mean, such a great coach. Bill Belichick is one of those coaches where they say, oh my gosh, I just hit pan, y'all. Look at that. I hit pan. You see that? This is in my significant other's project pan. Unfortunately, it didn't really do a whole lot on the brush. So I was going to use my finger, and that's when I saw that I hit pan. But yeah, it's not doing anything. So I'm going to go with my finger and expand my newly hit pan. So Bill Belichick is one of those coaches that can coach up a player. Like, he can get a player who's just kind of mediocre, and he can help make them an elite player. And, those people really do truly exist. We have a guy in town when my son was really young. His name is Pascual, and he owns his own sports. I don't know. I'm going to say gymnasium, but it focuses on baseball and softball, and they just got in like agilities and stuff. And then in the back, they now have a cheer competition squad that they're doing, but he's expanded. Anyways, Pascual, dude, you took your son or your daughter, whoever was going to be a pitcher or a slugger, you take them to Pascual. He will privately coach them, and he will coach them up and take them from being a mediocre player to an elite player. That's what he does. That is what Bill Belichick does. But he does that like for football teams. Does that make sense? Like, he does it individually for players, but it ultimately kind of builds a whole team. And that's why I'm a little bit nervous for Tom Brady, because he has been in that kind of protected environment for 20 years, y'all. And we have a saying in my house. We have a little nickname for Tom Brady in my house. Again, I'm stressing. I love Tom Brady. I am an admirer. He is amazing at his work. But in our house, we call him Princess Peach. He's kind of got one of those dimples in his chin, like a little peach pit, And he is such a princess. When he gets sacked, y'all, which is not very often compared to like other quarterbacks in the industry, he barely gets sacked at all. But when he does get sacked, he is such a princess, y'all. I mean, like, dramatic, starts yelling at offensive linemen and getting upset and arguing with refs because they didn't make a call in his favor. So we call him Princess Peach. And if that is how he reacts to the number of sacks that he's had in the past few years, those are people that he handpicked to play with him and to guard him. And that has been developed over years. He is not going to get that no matter where he goes, whatever team it is. What are we going to do next? Let's do some blush. I'm going to use this one. This is March monthly makeup bag, and I haven't used this yet. So I'm just going to go into this blush right here. It's called Candy Bloom. So, yeah, so it is a very possible, y'all, that he can go to this new team and just crash and burn. Because maybe it was Belichick and, you know, his assistant coaches and them having built that specific team around Tom Brady that made him so successful. So I think we will definitely see, but I think it'll be interesting, and it'll definitely give me something to watch other than the stupid Texans. I am so sick of Bill Belichick, who is our head coach, who used to coach with, not Bill Belichick, Bill O'Brien. He's our head coach. He used to coach Tom Brady. He was the offensive coordinator for New England under Bill Belichick, who still coaches New England. But he came to us, and we were excited about him because we needed a franchise quarterback. And so we thought, okay, well, this dude coached Tom Brady. So when we draft our quarterback, he'll help build him up and coach him up and make him an NFL elite quarterback. And he has just destroyed our team, y'all. I am so sick of him. I have been sick of that man for at least 3 seasons now. But evidently, everyone else is just now getting to it. I don't know what's going on here. I kind of got a line going right there. But we are just playing. Let me see if I can blend it out, though. So let me know, do y'all follow football at all? Is that something you're interested in? If you don't watch it, is it because it's too long or you don't understand it? Or I'm curious, because I absolutely love it. I am all in, and I'm very passionate about it. This is another project pan. I have these 4 right here in my panning solitaire, and I'm going to use this one as a little bit of a blush right on the apples of my cheeks. But so I don't know, I am interested in seeing where he's going, because I want to see, like, you know, then I'm going to know, well, what kind of offensive lineman does he have? What about, like, the defense? Who's the offensive coordinator? And I think it's going to be a really, really interesting. But yeah, so if I'm guessing, y'all, I think he's going to the LA Chargers. But if I'm hoping, I hope he goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because, and don't get me wrong, dude, I love Winston Jameson. But you know, he just really hasn't had the success that people thought he was going to have when he first got drafted. And I guess, you know, that's all right. But I don't know. I think Tom Brady would just be a wonderful, wonderful fit for Tampa Bay. And I think it's also amazing, like, when the fans, they get a payoff also. That would happen with Tampa Bay, you know. I mean, not that LA Charger fans, you know, wouldn't be super grateful and love it. But, you know, LA's got, what, 3 teams? They got the Chargers, the Raiders, the Rams. So it's like, I mean, I get it. Y'all are huge, but still, you know. So that is my rant, y'all. Let me tell you, I had this original gloss bomb on my lips. I'm so close to finishing it, and I already popped the stopper out and everything. So I'm just trying to use that up. It seems that it has taken forever, but I absolutely love it. I also have, what else do I have? I don't have a whole lot. Is that all that I have on? I think that's all I have on. Yeah, other than my brows. And I've been using my NYX Fill-In Fluff. And I know that this is, I don't know. I'm just so grateful, y'all, to be able to get on here and just vent and play. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you learned something, maybe about football or Tom Brady. But if not, just know that I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you all so much for joining me. Just know that I am sending positivity to you, and I hope that you're doing what you love, and I will talk to you later. Bye, y'all.